because I've been a fan of like Andrew Tate like recently. I came across him on YouTube, right? When I first heard of him, I was very triggered. And then I started watching him more, and then I thought, oh, he's kind of funny, and then he tells the truth. But I've been watching him for like months now, and he's very open with his life. And if you look and like you listen to like the old videos, like all these claims that are coming out, he's openly talked about it. Like that's why people that are like quote unquote Andrew Tate fans or whatever, they seen so much like of his journey. You know what I'm saying? So
right, I'll say all right. So what I wanted to do, Sister Nova, is Bilal. You still there, bro?
Oh, yes, I was listening.
Right. So the sister her perspective is that Tate has been open about what he's done, all right, and that this should not be held against him. What's your response to that?
He's been open about what he's done, but he hasn't been open about the trafficking part of it. The trafficking part of it he hasn't disclosed. So that needs to be investigated further, and that's what they're doing now. Is they wouldn't seize all his cars and seize all his assets if they had nothing.
Because governments are fair, innit? Like governments wouldn't seize your stuff because they're fair, right?
Well, to an extent, yes. I think they wouldn't seize all his cars and look if he was innocent. I think there's something going on here in relation.
Okay, sister, do you agree?
I disagree, honestly, because
tell Bilal why.
Okay.
Yeah, because like if you like, there's literally no evidence at all, and just because they seized his cars and like properties, that's actually wrong, because it's again innocent until proven guilty. But in Romania, apparently it's guilty until proven innocent. They're literally locking him up 30 days and adding another 30 days.
I think you're right about that.
There's no evidence. Yeah. YouTube videos are not evidence. Okay. Propaganda isn't evidence. Like we have to be like literally like smart. Like, okay, what's the evidence? You know, not Vice recordings, not Vice documentaries. The Romanian police have not even put out any evidence. Like this whole thing is just weird to me.
I'm not an expert on law, but if you're saying that there is no evidence, then I agree that he is innocent until proven guilty if there is no evidence. But what I think is that for them to do this, there may be evidence. That's all I'm saying, is that there may be evidence. They shouldn't put him in prison. He should be innocent until.
Bilal, have you been here since the beginning of the stream?
No, I just joined later on. I'm sorry.
Right. So what I want you to do is, I'm not going to repeat everything I said for the past 2 hours, but I want you to
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all right, son. It's all right. We've all got lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want you to go back to the beginning of the stream afterwards and just watch the first 50 minutes or so, because I covered this ad nauseum, at length and in detail. All right, with regards to number one, the history of Romania or Wallachia with Islam. All right, and then number two, the psychology behind what Tate has done and achieved in a country as poor as Romania, and so on and so forth. Okay, but the bottom line is this, all right, is that he's our brother and we have to defend him in that regard.
Okay, I agree. I will defend him.
Innocent until proven guilty. Now, I got a question for the Sister Nova. Sister Nova, does an individual with the character? How old are you, by the way?
24.
24. Does an individual with the characteristics, the character traits of an Andrew Tate, is that something you find attractive or something that is a put off for you, and why?
I mean, I guess, a lot of women would say yes, because Andrew Tate is very misunderstood. He says some things that I wouldn't agree with sometimes, but what if you think about confidence and wealth and things? Yes, women would be attracted to that, you know.
Would you marry a brother, putting all the fahisha to the side, would you marry a brother with the qualities of an Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
W. That's a W. What you got to say to that, Bills?
Why
are you laughing, bro?
Do I have qualities of Andrew Tate?
Who said that?
I don't know.
Not you, flipping hell, mate. Right, Bills. Mate, you're making me do it again. You're making me do it again, Bill.
Islamic Ray Ganzig on again, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
Come
okay.
closer, Bills. Come closer.
Oh, you're gonna give this a slap, the
Come
metaphor.
closer.
I'll do it.
Come closer. You ready? Turn to the side.
Yeah.
Right. Other side.
It's confusing because the camera is.
All right, Bills. Bill, you're my guy. You know you're my guy. Yeah, I love you, bro.
Thank you so much, Mahdi. I love you.
Look after yourself. I love you, bro. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Sister Nova, is there anything else you'd like to add to the discussion, or any questions you wanted to go through at all?
No, I just wanted to, because I'm 24, but I'm very like, I like to know the truth. I don't just believe something that I hear on, and that's what I want to say before I leave. Don't just believe something you just see on social media or you hear on social media. There's always an agenda. Like, there's even been an agenda towards Muslim people being terrorists.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.